Well, hi there, it's Brooke, and today I have my 4th of July tier trays for you. I did not get to styling my rectangle Target tier trays, but I did do one for you to put it downstairs in my family room. I just needed to get my house decorated and I just ran out of time. I got sick and that's how things go. So I do have 4th of July tier trays from last year that use all the different Target tier trays, so I will link those down below. As for today, we are going to do my big Amazon one for my kitchen. I just did my 2-tier brown wood one from Hobby Lobby for my living room, and then I did a Target tier tray for downstairs, which I always do. I do have 2 that I can use in my kitchen, and I have 4 technically that I can use in my living room on my end table. Sometimes I will use them in my bedroom for Christmas and stuff, but usually they just rotate on the end table upstairs. Let's get to tier traying. The first tray I designed for the house was my Amazon tier tray up in my kitchen, and I had took some inspiration from a pic I found on Instagram. So I'll show you that here, and then of course I'll link it down below so you can go look at the account I found it on. So the item that really caught my eye was this cutting board that you can find at Hobby Lobby in the 4th of July section right now. And so I did go pick that up because I just was really excited about how it looked. They had a different circle hanging on it. I want to say they had the 4th of July one, but I had already purchased this USA one. Might as well use what I have, correct? I kind of took inspiration from what they had, but used my own thing. They do have some of the wood firecrackers and the wood stars from the Target dollar spot. My Target has not gotten those in, so I just used what I had and kind of made it my own. And then I thought this would look really cute just kind of sitting up here next to the tray. And then they did have a cup, or I think they had a bucket like this metal bucket from Hobby Lobby, and then some boxwood greenery just sitting in the back. And where the firecrackers were, I just didn't have anything, so I decided to use my milk jug, and then I just put a few straws in there from Hobby Lobby. Milk jugs from Hobby Lobby also. Straws are too, and then this star is an Etsy find. And I debated on whether to put anything over here. I did put my berry bowl over there, and you could kind of see it, but then I didn't know what to put in my berry bowl, so I just left it blank. There is nothing by here. It's not going to show a lot unless you're on that side, and that's the corner that faces the wall pretty good. You don't really see it, so I was like, well, that works out for me. And then in the inspiration pic, she had a Ray Dunn mug back here and then a big Ray Dunn truck. I didn't have that, so I just improvised. So I did also grab this from Hobby Lobby. I think it's like a tea light holder, which would be super cool to put some lights in here. They would really glow, but I just decided to put some boxwood in here. I could still put lights in there even with the tree in there, I think. I just kind of put that off to the side. And then for my other back filler, I just took my metal square basket and filled it with my red gingham hearts. You could use those stars that they have out this time of year. They have all sorts of glittery filler or whatever. These are the Valentine's hearts. I really like using them for 4th of July and Christmas and Valentine's Day. Sometimes back here I get this bar and then it's empty and it just bothers the crap out of me. This time I decided to kind of put this sign here and then put things around it, and then I ended up just kind of setting that truck in there with the sign. This truck is it fall or Christmas Hobby Lobby, and then these flowers are just from the pick section at Hobby Lobby. And there is my kitchen tray. It's not super kitchen-y, except for the cutting board and maybe the straws, but I think it'll look really good over there and it'll look good with my shelf, and I'm happy how it turned out. For the family room, I decided to use my house tray. I like to show you them in the order that I style them because I think that makes a little bit of a difference on what I use on each tray, because obviously I can't use the same thing on 2 different trays in my house. So I really wanted to use my little bird guy, and then I wanted to use my little Stars and Stripes book. I just did something super simple with these. I just set them up here and I set him up here, and there is the top of my tray. And then since I had used the Stars and Stripes, I wanted to use my little Stars and Stripes little ramekin bowls from Dollar Spot forever ago. And then I always like to put my baseball on the top of here. I don't know why. That's just what I usually put in the top of there. And then, as I've said in my other tier tray videos, I thought it was fun to use these little daisies Another Target dollar spot find. I think the yellow goes with this little beak and just kind of makes it fun. So here is my super simple tray. We're down in my family room. I used a variety of blues. I kind of have a variety of blues downstairs on the mantle, so I think it's going to work well with the rest of the room. So I decided to use just my standard Hobby Lobby tray, my OG, my tried and true, for upstairs in my living room. I had thought about using the metal one, but then the things I wanted to use on it just weren't working, so I just started over. You can do that with the same tray too. Just start over, lay it out in front of you again, and then try again. So for this tray, I really wanted to use my popsicle parlor. I mean, I know it's in my living room, but hey, whatever. Doesn't all need to make sense, does it? This does have a string on the back. This is from Hobby Lobby this year. I'm pretty sure this is new. To just add a little bit to the top. Behind it, I grabbed one of these red mason jars from the Valentine's section. Valentine's is a good time to, especially if you could get it on like super clearance, good time to pick up some stuff for 4th of July and Christmas for that matter. So I filled it with just some like tissue paper stuff, and then I stuck these little baby's breath flowers from Hobby Lobby. I want to say pretty much everything's from Hobby Lobby, except for one thing. So it's a Hobby Lobby tray filled with Hobby Lobby things today. The baby's breath is from Hobby Lobby, and I just cut that off the big stick. It comes in a big bunch in the floral section, which now is only 40% off. So if anybody wants to get new florals, they're getting for a little more now. I kind of left it there. Didn't know what else I wanted to do up here, and I kind of refocused to the bottom. And I had first put my little popsicles, my little felt popsicles I got in a cloche, because you know how I love felt things in a cloche. But I just wasn't like feeling it down here, and since I use a truck on my kitchen tray, I thought maybe why not, let's use a truck on my living room tray. So I put the popsicles in the back. It's the popsicle truck, and then I just filled it in with this greeny bluey bucket I have. This is a spring shop find. I don't know if they have those anymore. And I just kind of put that over to the side, and then I wanted a little something to fill in right here. So I tried a bunch of different like blue vessels, and I ended up using this Target dollar spot bud vase. You can get vases like that at Hobby Lobby in the spring shop and over just in their regular like glass decor. And then I also grabbed a couple more of my baby's breath and just like slid them in on the side here just to fill it in a little more. So then since I had used the blue green can on the bottom, I grabbed my other smaller one, and then I stuck the same 2 flowers in it that I put in my kitchen tray in the back of that truck. I got the handle kind of shoved on the ledge there, and you can arrange these flowers. Sometimes they're nice to me, and sometimes they're a pain in the keister. And I kind of, see, yeah, there it goes. Maybe I want to like that. So I kind of have it leaning against the sign too. And then I just thought there was like a weird like little spot right here, but I didn't want to like stand that up because then these were level and it just created a weird visual or whatever. So I just grabbed my little tobacco basket. I get these in the Easter section at Hobby Lobby. And then I do stick 2 little wood slices behind it just to give it a little more support. It will stand up on its own, just not super well. And I use that in my spring tray also, so I guess that's just a theme I'm going with for the spring and summer here. There's my little popsicle parlor. I don't know, I just thought it was fun to add the little popsicle details. I don't know, those have been kind of my favorite this year along with my little bird. And I just added touches so it would kind of go with my other tiered tray. Well, that was my 3-tiered trays for my house. When I went to put my tray in the kitchen, the 4th of July like little cutting board was too tall. I have just a little bit of space above like the handle on that tray, and I kind of forgot about that because I haven't had that issue in a while. So I kind of improvised and I showed you how it looks. So I added like my little felt baseballs, and then just used one of my smaller charcuterie boards and then put that red mason jar back there. So it works. It's just as cute. It's just now I get to return that other cutting board because it's too big and I don't have another spot for it. As always, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.